changes I did. It's basically a very simple concept. Imagine taking a daily multivitamin with all the superfruits, everything added all in one. Easy to take and tasty. So let's go into it. Everybody needs antioxidants, vitamins and minerals. I designed a new program in US. It's called blood chemistry analysis. And we'll be training thousands and thousands of doctors into it. See, people don't understand, doctors don't understand anything. The body gets sick and body improves only with vitamin, minerals and antioxidants. Body does not need drugs. Body basically need all the basic bricks, vitamins, minerals to make up itself. This is natural. And the new program I designed, it's based on the clinical chemistry. Because when you say I'm healthy or I'm not healthy, what are you looking for? Doctors look at the blood work, blood chemistry. And the chemistry only can be improvised with vitamins and minerals, nothing else. And so the clinical chemistry is 4 volumes. Sorry, a huge text. So the new program I'm teaching, doctors can put in all the patient blood chemistry and come out with what vitamins they need, which are specially found in the sunrise. Basically, body produces a lot of free radicals. It's like the simple way to understand is if you leave things outside in the environment, rust forms. So the body gets rusted with age. The goal is to keep it healthy as long as you can. And to maintain that, that's where you need the vitamins, the minerals, you need the right food. In a scientific way, the free radical, a cell has electrons and you lose and then it borrows from somebody else, like I will steal from him, then he doesn't have a mic, then he goes somewhere else, stole a mic. But the antioxidant in sunrise give him the mic, so he doesn't have to go somewhere else. If you look at the sources of free radical, why does body produce inflammation? Now doctor realized that the most of the diseases, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, inflammation is the reason. Ischemia, diminished blood flow, too much exercise, people can get sick with that, or lack of exercise, smoking, pollution. So how do you deal with all that? Why is it important to reduce the free radical in the body? Because the diseases, cancer, heart disease, stroke, cataracts, emphysema, rheumatoid arthritis. So if you don't control those free radicals, you'll get more sick then. Everybody is afraid of cancer, right? So, but you have to do something to control it, and that's where these things come in mind. Kayani's sunrise antioxidants from berries and fruits. You got essential micronutrients, lot of minerals in there. Wild Alaskan blueberry is unique. You were seeing Dr. Oz's video in the beginning. Basically, the amount of antioxidants in wild Alaskan blueberry or blueberries are 5 times higher. More than vitamin C, vitamin E, all these. Wild berries very high. The regular blueberries are 24, they score it, and wild blueberries is 111. Other things which we have added is Concord grapes, heart health, immune health. Keep in mind, most of the benefits are found in the skin, not inside. Skin of the fruit is the key. Anytime when you peel off skin, you lose benefits. So when we formulate these things, sometimes we have to add extra skin to make the antioxidants go up. We were adding like muscadine grapes, very famous in US, which were higher in antioxidants. So we mix it to make the antioxidants. Then we got red raspberries, known for slowing down the inflammation. Aloe vera helps with wound healing, reduces inflammation. We have pomegranate, very popular here, pomegranate. One of the best things for pomegranate, for people who live here, if you can get fresh pomegranate juice, you can actually mix Nitro Extreme, Nitro Plus and Sunrise all in the juice and drink it together. Because pomegranate maintains the production of nitric oxide longer, stays longer in the system. Pomegranate is not popular in US that much. They sell as pom, P-O-M, but there's a lot of sugar in there. Because the Americans like more sweet. Noni, we added extra noni in there. It has more tumor cancer fighting properties and also enhances the effect of nitro extreme or nitro plus because production of nitric oxide. Then we have cranberries. It's popular for controlling the urinary tract infection, helps the blood sugar also. Then we have goji berry. The goji berry very popular all over the world now. Helps supports intestinal health, blood sugar, immune system. Like we have Alaskan berry in America as the king of berry. In South America, it's the goji berry. Let's look at the vitamins which we have. If you look at the new sunrise which will be coming out, I have separated fat soluble and water soluble vitamins will be separated. Okay. All the fat soluble vitamins will go in the sunset and sunrise will have more water soluble vitamins. Then other things are taurine, inositol, L-theanine, choline, all these are part of it. And I was talking to a friend of mine here, Dr. Mehmet, and he was asking me that, how come we have taurine in there? The amount of taurine which we have is actually not only approved all over the world, it's sometimes in US we use 10,000 times more. Because taurine is important for the heart function, muscle, also for neurotransmitters, brain function. Keep in mind the amount of vitamins which we can use in US is more than we use in Europe. So when I have to make changes for around the world, I have to balance. If I reduce certain vitamins, I have to add extra herbs, extra plants to make it same equally effective. It's a lot of work. Because keep in mind, when you see the list of vitamins written on there, on the bottle, it does not include the vitamins and the minerals which are already within the plant, which the herbs, all they have more in there. These are most of the vitamins we added. Vision, vitamin A, E, B2, B6 for the brain, E, D. It's interesting that most of the doctors think vitamins don't have research. The fact is there are more studies on the vitamins than the pharmaceutical drugs. You can go on any medical site and just plug in vitamin A and this vitamin B. You'll see thousands of studies. And interestingly, most of the pharmaceutical companies make vitamins. But the doctors are not trained into more natural things. So a doctor has to learn on his or on her own. Right? Now let me talk a little bit about the new sunrise changes which will be coming. See, initially when I came on board with Michael Bashir, the CEO, and we were the first people, Kirk, we all met, all of us. Kirk asked me, what is your passion? What do you want to do? My goal was very simple. That I want to create a formula which can meet the requirements worldwide. And I asked Kirk, what is your passion? Kirk gave a very good answer actually. He said, in the next 5 years, I want to create 10,000 multi-billionaires. See, this is important because if you don't have money, you won't be able to take all this. And if you are living in America, to see me as a patient, you need to have money. Otherwise, I will be too expensive. Because I have learned from my own patients that when people take responsibility, they need education and they need some good job money. Because in my practice, I've tried to give free help to a lot of poor people, but it's very difficult to teach them. I'm honest that way. So, even I'm a scientist, but I believe that behind the science, it also gives an opportunity to make a good living for all of us here. So now we look at the new sunrise. What I needed was to add more herbs, more vitamins. We modify it. It literally takes 5, 6, I think with the sunrise it took almost a year. Because every time I make a change, I have to be sure Korea, Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, China, Turkey, Sweden, everybody's okay with that. That's why if you go in my study room where I make things, I have charts all over the walls to keep thinking how we do this, how we do this. There are over 72 ingredients. Easy to take it quickly, but there's 72 things in there. And they have to be recognized worldwide, right? So what we did was to create something new, latest scientific developments, increase key components to meet daily requirements, utilize the benefits of botanicals, phytonutrients, indigenous cultures around the world. Because my own belief system is to improve something, look at nature. Because nature is already smart than us. And my other advantage was I've studied traditional medicine like I'm an MD medical doctor, but I've studied Indian medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. I have studied Chinese medicine in Beijing and Kampo in Japan. So I understand each culture has to offer a lot of good things. So I said the new sunrise, we should combine things from all over the world. And that was one of the concepts I had when we started working on sunrise. It's funny because I wrote textbooks on Ayurvedic medicine. But the people from India don't take me seriously. Because I'm from Pakistan originally. So I tell these Indian doctors, according to Ayurveda, it's a global knowledge. So Pakistan is part of the globe, so you should accept me. And it's funny, in my own life, I have more Indian friends than Pakistanis. I don't know much Pakistanis. And you know, one thing I like in Turkey is, you can see people with hijab and you can see people in skirt. It's actually very good. It's strength of the culture. Same in medicine. Why don't we accept other systems of other things? People have knowledge. That's what we call integrative medicine, or combine everything. And that was my concept for designing the new sunrise. New sunrise is unique, super blend of superfoods enriched with vitamins, trace minerals, botanicals, which support, maintain, defend, and repair every cell in the body. Despite the incredible advances in health and medical sciences, there are still a number of challenges which can be helped by Triangle of Health. This is just the concept. Globally, there are 36 million people who die each year by what I call preventable diseases, those which can be prevented. That's why in America we are using a new word now, even instead of integrative medicine, we call lifestyle medicine. And Kayani is basically a lifestyle. You can make it as a business and you can also take it to keep healthy. If you look at what I think was, to create a formula which becomes a global formula which fits every country's needs. Let's look at the blueberry we talked about earlier. That's from North America. Now, if you look at India, India's tradition of medicine goes almost 7000 BC. Some of the textbooks written 4,000-5,000 years ago, the surgical procedures are almost the same even now. So the very advanced knowledge of Ayurvedic medicine in the written text form. And one of the things is written is very good is amla berry. And the modern research shows amla berry protects your DNA. And also it protects from the heavy metal exposure when we are drinking in soda cans and all that. If you take an ounce of vitamin C and an ounce of amla berry is 30 times higher in vitamin C. And reduces cytotoxic effects of proven carcinogen. That means environmental things which cause cancer in us, it reduces their effect so the body can keep working better. Then I took at maki berry in Africa, in Patagonia in South America, Chile, Argentina. It's very popular in those cultures to use it for memory enhancement. I picked it up because I like the detoxification research behind it, cleansing product. Then we got ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is Withania somnifera, that's the botanical name. Tremendous research in major medical institutions all over. It's more for as an adaptogen. That body stress, travel, not sleeping at night, too much drinking, the body gets under stress. It tries to balance the body system. It's very popular among athletes. That's when you were seeing all those people with the athletics, they use that. Some of the patients I see, like the National Hockey League, the ice hockey, I have to give them sometimes separate extra ashwagandha to improve their stamina. Mental clarity, vitality, very good. And we don't want to go in detail, but it includes alkaloids, glycosides. So it has a lot of stuff in there which makes it unique. Panax ginseng it's basically also an adaptogen. Most of the studies have been published in the New York Academy of Sciences on Panax ginseng. And with the environmental ozone and all these problems, it's very effective against radiation effects, exposure to the sun radiation. Now, this is very important to understand. People who know botanicals, if the people are here who know botanicals, when you mix these herbs, you have to be sure you mix the herbs which go together, because you can counteract them too. Because you can't mix everything. There are things which are synergistic or antagonistic, they fight with each other. And if you understand Chinese medicine or Ayurvedic medicine more, there are details which tells you which things can be combined, and which in modern medicine they don't talk about it. Most of the medical doctors who are sitting here, when you give patient more than 2-3 medications, nobody knows what the cross actions are. Nobody knows. This becomes very, very scientific, actually, the proper way of making a good formulation. Green tea extract. This I had to fight with the Kirk because they didn't want green tea due to the caffeine content. Kirk, Michael, nobody drinks coffee, caffeine they don't drink, right? So they don't like that. But I said science comes first, then they're thinking. Because in Europe we could not add L-theanine. L-theanine is a drug, pharmaceutical. In US it's a natural. So when we take out from the US formula L-theanine, I have to think where do you get L-theanine from? Green tea. That's why in a lot of cultures, Asian cultures, when you do business with them, all day they drink green tea and they say calm. And the Americans get agitated, they can't handle it. It's like Michael Bashir was telling me, these Chinese, they drive me crazy. So I told them take green tea as L-theanine calming down. That is one of the best things about the green tea is it has actually very high amount of L-theanine, so we don't have to say it's L-theanine, but it's green tea and you get the same benefits. Now let's look at the new research coming out on the pomegranate. What I did was, in the new sunrise, beside pomegranate, I also added pomegranate extracts, more concentrated juices. And pomegranate has a big history. It's mentioned in the Bible, Bible Torah. Ayurvedic medicine, it has been used for 5,000 years. The most important benefit is your protection, protects the nitric oxide from destruction. And for doctors here, prevents LDL oxidation. See, cholesterol is not good or bad. It depends if it's oxidized or not. Inside the body, if you have too much free radicals, then your LDL is the problem. And there is a lot of misconception about cholesterol among the doctors all over the world. And when I teach them, I explain them, this is what it is, this is true and this is not true. See, right now, worldwide, the #1 drugs are statins. Worldwide. Billions of people are on it. That's one of the #1 reasons diabetes is going up and memory is going down. Dementia, statins are causing. More and more research is coming up about it. Let's look at grape seed extract. Somebody was asking me, Dr. Mehmet was asking me, he thought it was grapefruit extract. No, grape seed is different. Grape seed is very high in antioxidants. And I picked up the one with the 95% polyphenols. And the technical name is OPC, oligomeric proanthocyanidins. Very effective for immune system, memory, heart disease. So much research on that. Especially for people whose arteries have got plaque. It helps to clean it up. Let's look at the last few one more. Aloe vera extract. So we had aloe vera juice. Now I added aloe vera extract extra into it. And this I added because more and more research was coming up in US. People with the AIDS, all these immune problems, the aloe vera actually helps to live them longer. Anytime when you're exposed to any virus, aloe vera is very useful.